Hello again and welcome back. Today we are exploring a topic that shapes how we manage every asset from its very first idea to the day it's retired, the asset life cycle. Getting decisions right along this journey is key to avoiding costs getting out of control, maintaining performance and keeping risk acceptable. So, what does life cycle optimization really mean? It's about balancing total cost, managing risk carefully, and delivering the highest value for both the organization and the people we serve. Life cycle stages. Let's break down an asset journey into the main stages and why each is so critical. Planning and concept. Here we identify needs and exploring options. Imagine designing a water supply for a growing suburb. Missing key factors now can ripple into a big problem later. Design and acquisition. This next phase is about choosing the right technology and materials, like deciding between traditional pipe sizes or newer composite materials that might cost more upfront but last longer. Construction and commissioning. Building and launching the asset require quality and timing. A rush job can cause defects and costly delays. Operations and maintenance. The longest phase, sometimes spanning decades, where poor maintenance can lead to early failure to expensive breakdowns. Think of a pump station that starts failing often because small issues were ignored early on. Decommissioning and replacement. Finally, safely retiring asset and planning replacements to avoid sudden disruption is essential. Life cycle costing. Now imagine you must buy a pump for a key water supply line. Pump A costs $50,000 upfront but uses more energy and requires frequent repairs. Pump B costs $80,000 but operates more efficiently and tends to last much longer. At first glance, Pump A looks cheaper, especially if budget focuses on initial purchase. However, if you calculate all costs over 20 years, energy bills, maintenance, emergency repairs, and downtime impacts, Pump B often proves the more economical in the long run. This approach looks beyond the streaker price, is what we call life cycle costing. Explaining technical concepts of life cycle value. ISO 55000 reminds us not to get tunnel vision on cost alone. We must consider value, the positive benefits an asset delivers to the business, the environment, and the community. For example, securing a reliable water supply contributes to customer satisfaction and public health, worth far more than just dollars on a ledger. Protecting the environment and employee safety also carries high value, avoiding fines, legal trouble, or harm. Therefore, choosing between asset options isn't just about cost or risk, it's about cost plus risk plus value, a holistic view. Decision-making tools. Managing these complex decisions requires solid tools. Life cycle cost analysis quantify total costs from startup to retirement, allowing apples-to-apples comparison. RAM analysis combines statistics about failures and their consequences to estimate reliability and availabilities. Crucial for critical assets like pumps or treatment plants. Multi-criteria decision analysis. When we juggle multiple factor cost, risk, environment impact, social value, multi-criteria decision analysis help weigh them fairly to find the best overall options. NPV or ROI, net present value and return on investment calculations show how future cash flows measures against today's investments, underscoring financial feasibility. Let me share a story from my experience. We needed to supply water reliability to a region facing aging infrastructure challenges. Option 1, refurbishing existing pipes looked inexpensive now but carried a high risk of failure, meaning frequent repairs and customer disruptions. Option 2, installing a new pipelines using modern, corrosion-resistant materials cost significantly more upfront but promised decades of reliable service and fewer emergency fixes. When only the immediate budget was considered, refurbishing seems the smart choice. But by applying a 30 years life cycle perspective, adding repairs costs, social impacts from outages, and environmental penalties, The newer pipelines emerge as the better investment. This example highlights why long-term thinking pays off. Timing asset replacement is a strategic art. Replace too early and you tie up capital unnecessarily, money that could be used elsewhere. Replace too late and you expose the system to failures, costly downtime or safety risk. Advanced tools like Markov models uses probabilities to predict the likelihood of failure over time based on the historical data. Well-wool analysis help understand failures pattern by analyzing past breakdowns statistically. Even simpler trend analysis, tracking repairs expenses and failure frequency can reveal when maintenance becomes uneconomic. With these insights, we can find the sweet spot, the replacement time that balances investment cost, risk, and performance. All these decisions must be documented and aligned with corporate strategy, such as in the Strategic Asset Management Plan or SAMP. ISO 55001 pushes us to base asset management decisions not on gut feelings or short-sighted pressure, but grounded in evidence, sound risk analysis, and value assessment. This systematic approach prevents firefighting and promotes sustainability across the whole organizations. In summary, the asset life cycle spans every stage from conception to retirement. Optimizing it means balancing cost, risk, and value with a long-term perspective. Thanks to the tools like LCC, MCDA, and NPV, we can make informed choices that serve both the businesses and its communities. Decisions made early have the biggest impact. Next time, we'll delve into optimized investment planning, learning how life cycle outcomes feed directly into budgeting and big financial decisions. Thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to see you then. Let me know if you liked this video by sharing it with others.